Hello, Wood God. Welcome back. So, it's been a while. I did record this the other day, but mic went off. So, I'm going to record it again. I'm on my own this week, so I'm a little bit busy. But I just thought, you know what? I need to get back into making these videos. Been a little bit of my own doing, been a bit busy, life, football, babies. Just everything really, yeah. So, but yeah, we're still here, still going strong. You eagle eyes might have noticed a new extractor. I'm covering a completely new machine, which I just wired up on Sunday. Extraction parts are supposed to be here today, so we can link them up. If you know what it is, comment below. If not, we are going to do a video on it, because I'm going to start doing a few videos as like a tutorial kind of little rundown. Crosscut. Let's take a little wander of it. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so crosscut's now installed. Full bench. Plenty of wood, offcuts to burn. What else we got? We've moved the dip tank outside. We've got the fence panel bench here, which surprisingly, the fence panels, I believe last time we spoke, not many had gone, but fence panels have been making us some decent money. A lot better than I thought originally. So well done to Nige, the father-in-law, for that. But obviously that season's going to come to a head in a couple of weeks, probably. Well, sorry, weeks, couple of months, and then we're back to just the gates. So we've had a little bit of a shuffle around here to allow for the new machine. Still got the same spindle. Yeah, so it's just mortise is down here for now, and extraction's been moved around to the side with the saw. I really want to tell you what the machine is, but as you can see, I've just put in the new wiring. So yeah, we're getting there. Website's live. What else we got? Yeah, website's live. We've still not got the internet connection. That's now actually being installed today as we speak. So that's been what, from April it was meant to get installed. Forklift we've had problems with, as I think I stated before. It's up and down, up and down. We've fixed a few things on it. Seem to put a new gas bottle on it now. It seems to be working. Yeah, Akoya gates. Don't know if you guys know what Akoya is, but this stuff comes with a 50-year anti-rot guarantee. And to be fair, it's one of the timbers that we're trying to push a lot of. So we're doing a bit of Facebook marketing. I'm doing a bit of Facebook marketing. To show you how we send the gates out that are wrapped. So we cardboard them and then strap them up and then just number into the job numbers, and I'll put tickets on them in the morning, and then they'll get picked up. So yeah, compressor still going well. We're just still in the mix of like, the place feels a bit of a mess because we've moved stuff all over, and we want to build a timber shed outside. We've just got the new machine in. We've just got to the point where we're actually paying ourselves at the tax threshold this month. We still took nothing out. This machine and everything that we've pumped back in has probably taken the best part of, I don't know, 16 grand, to be fair, thereabouts. Once it's done, in, wired up, you know, we had what, 10 grand in the machine, 2 grand in the extractor, £1,000 in wiring and boxes and messing about, £1,000 in getting the dust extraction parts. So that's what, that's like 13, 14, and then obviously time, labor, putting it up. So you know, you get somebody to do it, it's a 16 grand job, isn't it? So we've put all that in. We had an absolute nightmare getting the machine in, but yeah, I'll do a little video after this just to like show you what it is. Or shall I put it in this one? Ah, bugger it, I'll show you. Right, so yeah, so the new machine is actually, if you're not sure what it is, this is a four-sided planer. So, where are we? Oh, so obviously it's second-hand. Not everything, well, nothing we buy is brand new at the minute, but so this thing cost us 10,000. Just over 10,000, but about 10 grand. And basically it'll make my life a lot better. Make a better finish of the product. So you put a length of timber roughs on that side, comes out that side, the size that you want it, all planed up square, nice. Beats my one pet hate in this workshop is planing timber up. Absolutely hate it. But this thing, probably 4 or 5 times quicker than doing it the other way, the traditional way. Obviously, I'm a planer thicknesser. My worst job in the whole workshop is using that thing. I hate it. It's just monotonous. Where this thing, you have a head here. You have a head here. These two square up your face and your side. And then as it goes through, you've got another head for the side here, one for the top. So then that's your all 4 sides square. And then you have another one under here. Now that one, if you're doing a load of rebated frames, you're running your own match board. So that's another thing with this, we can produce our own match board, produce our own mouldings. But that last head, depending on what you want to do, you can put rebate in, rebate 5 check frames. Yeah, put a moulding on something if you really wanted to, if you got down to it. But what I tend to do with it is machine my match boarding up with one run through on it all, just so it's nice and square and lovely. And then I'll put my tongue and groove blocks in. And then that last head, once it's been through the tongue and groove block, them last 2 heads, I'll just take like a mil off each, and it comes out like glass. So probably wouldn't even need to sand it if you really didn't want to, but obviously you've got to create roughness in the texture for the paint to lay on. So yeah, so that's what we bought, and you know, with buying that, we had to upgrade the extractor. So this thing, them bags, 2 meters tall. So yeah, it should run, all in all, from what Airplant have said, it will run all these machines, no problem at all, that extractor. But for now, just for the cost factor, we're gonna just rig it up to 4-sider, leave the other machines rigged up to the other extraction, just for now. And then yeah, just keep plugging away. We want to build so at the minute we're storing timber down the side, and we're storing timber inside. A little bit harder now, we've just put that machine in there. So I think what we're going to do is this door here, we're going to open it and we're going to build basically a timber shed in there, I think. But with like a pigeonholes, big enough to fit at least 4 packs of timber in, and then maybe 2 cubby holes at the side for, you know, just off bits that we get, or off cuts just to put back in. And then that's going to be permanently open with locked doors at the back. and say we run a whole pack of match boarding through here, we can then come here, turn it round, lift it up with forklift and side shift it into the cubby holes, which is something that I used to do at the old workshop. So yeah, so pretty much where we are. I just feel like we're upside down again. We just got everything into a flow over the last couple of months, and then we've brought this in and we're like, everything's gone like a bloody hand grenade. Yeah, so I went away on holiday, a bit of a weird one, just in case anybody wonders. Went away on holiday. We upped everything to 10 days turnaround on eBay rather than 5 days turnaround, or 5 working days, just to cover my time away and I guess see if it affected our eBay sales. And actually our eBay sales, I think, probably won't because of the time of the year, but it didn't affect them all. It didn't affect them all. But one thing it did affect, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. The eBay payout. So we bought that just before I went on holiday. Literally scraped everything profit-wise that we'd made. Bought a load of timber, bought a load of fence panel stuff. So we were literally like, no money. We had about a couple of grand to come back off eBay, just from that week's sales, and boom, like, no payout. Okay, no payout. Went away on holiday, still no payout. No payout. What's going on? Spoke to eBay because we'd upped the days from 5 days to 10 days over the grace period of like the 3-4 months that we've been doing it. eBay then put us on a monthly payout again, even though, you know, just by changing the days, it was like, oh, it's quite stressful actually, because obviously you need money to keep functioning. Luckily, we bought the materials and before we bought the machines, so we was kind of all right. But then that doesn't help you when you use all that materials within the month. So yeah, it's been a bit of a juggling game. We're behind on a couple of orders, mainly because I've wanted to keep it because they're a bit too good to do on the other plane thicknesser. As much as I enjoy the challenge of getting everything straight and nice on the other planer, it is still a 240 machine. So if you're looking at doing like hardwood or like the Akoya, I had to put the Akoya through and then literally just take a millimeter off just to finish it because it was leaving little tears and stuff in it. You know, it's you've still got to think we was offering them jobs with basically they are industrial, but they're still running at 240. So these motors are flying like up to massive RPM like the DC motors do. So yeah, so that's where we are with that really. Yeah, internet's going in. Like I say, I'm going to do some tutorial videos for you on the machines. And then we'll go through maybe a couple of more products like we did with the garage door. Yeah, just I think that's where we're at the minute. To be fair, it's been been a lot. So the guy that's doing our marketing on Google, um, he's just in the learning stage at the minute, I believe, from what he said. So that's been a bit of a slow process, a lot slower than I'm wanting to. So I started doing Facebook marketing. We seem to be now getting traction after 3-4 weeks of some good inquiries. Now, I'll be honest with you, on the inquiries that are coming in, I'm basically pricing people for automated gates and Akoya. I'm only doing the Akoya through Facebook marketing. I'm telling people that there are other options, but I am just giving them a price for the Akoya gates, fully factory fitted, fully factory sprayed, with automation. So price is that cheap, but I'm trying to get us away from just doing the cheap and cheerful stuff. You know, we get 3 or 4 top end jobs through the factory. It covers what we're doing in 10, 12, 15 little jobs, you know. So yeah, probably pushing that a bit too early, but I think with the situation that we're in now, we've got the planer, you know, we've done all this within, what we're in August now, so we've done all this within 7 months really, from a standing start. You know, from past videos of what we've injected, we've then reintegrated that. Yeah, we could have offered more, we could have probably done more local jobs, but you know, we're one man and his father-in-law. He's been on a massive learning curve. He loves it. He keeps cleaning, tidying, burning stuff, getting the legs and brace carriage doors out, boarding stuff for me. You know, it's actually worked out really well. But we just, yeah, we work well together, to be fair. So yeah, it's a bit of an headache at times, but it's the joys of starting a new company. And to be fair, we decided rather than trying to, you know, rather than taking anything out of the company, let's put it back in. And now we're at the point where bank's doing okay. There's a couple of machines that we still need to upgrade to better machines, but we can use for now for what we're at. The 2 main things now, what we really need is wood storage and paint shop. Once we've got those 2 things, I'm thinking we will be somewhere near able to fulfill every single order that comes through the door at a good price. And then further down that line, we then need to start employing people. So yeah, one of those things. But yeah, guys, so I just thought I'd give you a quick update video, and we'll come back with a few more tutorials and a few more videos as we go. See you later, love yous.